The little romance is going on here. I'm into it, honey. I'm rambling so much because I'm so excited by reading. Oh, I want to talk to someone about this. He's quiet because he's observing her, like, and not in like a crazy stalker way. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am really riding the wave of just being inspired to read anything and everything. I don't know where this is coming from. I don't even want to question it. Okay, I don't want to question it. I'm just going to accept it for the blessing that it is. And I've been saying in like all of my videos, I'm really into fantasy right now, and I am starting off this vlog reading Son of the Morning by Akwaeke Emezi. This book, when I read the synopsis, I said, surely they're not talking about who I think they're talking about. And they are. They are. This is about a girl named Galilee who's raised in like this particular family, and they have like secrets and powers and stuff like that, but like they're trying to protect her, right? Then she meets a guy who's real sexy like, okay, and she's just enthralled with him from like the first moment that they meet. And who's the guy? Lucifer. That one. Lucifer, yes. And he is just trying to protect her as well in like a different way. And then Leviathan is Lucifer's most trusted prince. This is in the synopsis, okay? He's his most trusted prince, but he knows that Galilee is an op. And Lucifer is like, no, wait, no, like, she cool. And Leviathan's like, no, the hell she's not. Like, we need to eliminate the threat. And Lucifer's like, yo, just give me a couple of days, okay? Like, it's gonna be all good. It's gonna be all good. And Leviathan's like, I'm watching y'all. And apparently there's something going on with him as well. Okay, maybe there might be something going on with him as well. But you know what? This is, I said I've been looking for like something grittier and darker and like vengeful. It doesn't get more dark than Lucifer, but it's also sexy, okay? And I don't know if this is just me liking like a shadow daddy or something, but I'm into it. The little romance is going on here. I'm into it, honey. So yeah, that's what I'm reading. I was reading it on my Kindle. So let me see about what page I'm on. I just finished chapter 6. I'm on chapter 7 on page 73. Okay, so I'm this much done with the book, this much to go. And I'm really enjoying it, you guys. Like, I'm very much enjoying it. I gotta get more into this guy's work. This is a man, right? My apologies, sis. It's a woman. Oh, excuse me. They, them. They, them. I'm looking on the back here. It says Akwaeke Emezi. They, them is the author of several books, including The Death of Vivek OG. I might be saying that incorrectly. And more stuff and such. But it's the author identifies as they, them. So I need to read some more of their work for sure, because this is only the second book that I'm reading of theirs, and I'm like hanging on every word. I love their writing style. I love their writing style. It's so unique, but not hard to follow. It's unique in that it's like fresh. For this, the other book that I read from them was Little Rock, and I was talking about that. Oh, don't fall. I was talking about this in my last vlog, and this was not fantasy. This is literary fiction, and I don't typically easily enjoy literary fiction, but this was the reading flow, the reading experience was very easy to like. It was gripping and it was easy to follow, and I feel like this is much of the same, but the writing is quite floral if you will, but not in like a hoity-toity way. It's like, oh, if you've read An Arcane Inheritance by Camilla Cole, that girl can write. I know she has more fantasy books. That girl can write her butt off. Like, her writing is very floral as well, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. But anywho, girl, I'm rambling so much because I'm so excited by reading. I'm so excited by reading. I'm so excited that, like, because I've low-key been like suppressing my urge to read fantasy after fantasy after fantasy. I've been suppressing it because I'm like, Anita, you have more stuff to read. You have other genres to read. Like, don't neglect them, right? But whole time, I'm just I want to get into the fantasy, and this is one of my most anticipated reads. Like, I didn't make a list. I probably will. I'll make a video of like books that I really want to get to in 2026 or soon. And this was on there. Unofficially, because I didn't make the list, but this was definitely on there, and I'm so excited to be reading it. Like, I don't want it to be over. I don't want it to be over, but I also need to get like back into the world immediately. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna finish getting dinner together. I'm making barbecue pulled chicken sandwiches, and then I'm gonna put the audiobook on while I am doing that. And yeah, I'll let you guys know you know, what's going on with the book when I get maybe like halfway through. But so far, yes. Also, by the way, if you are new here and you haven't already subscribed and you like bookish vlogs, you like shop my shelves, you like book hauls, and just like cozy girl bookish things, definitely consider subscribing before moving on and continuing to watch the video. Other than that, I'm about to go cook, and then we'll come back and talk more about Son of the Morning. Could be. Girl, I'm reading this book. I just made it to chapter 10, page 110. I need a cigarette. I don't even smoke. I've never smoked. This is hot. This is hot, girl. I feel so weird. Like, I don't know how I feel because it's Lucifer, you feel me? And I'm like, this is probably exactly how, like, he operates, you feel me? Like, he's nothing but lust and, you know, all the things. But the girl Galilee, it's like, she worse. Like, this is good. This is a good book. I'm so glad I was recording, girl, because I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Now, the verbiage used can take you out of it, you know? I really want you to pick other words. Akwaeke, please pick other words. It must be like a regional thing where people use certain words in lieu of others, but like I really wish that she would use another word for both of the words. But it's real good. Now finally, so far we've gotten the POV of Galilee. We got the POV, have we got Galilee? Yeah, we got Galilee. We got Lucifer, and then there's this like ominous unnamed POV. Okay, and I'm like, who is this person? Because Galilee and Lucifer's POVs is written in third person. The unnamed POV is written in first person, and I started, excuse me, I started to accidentally give you a spoiler. That's my bad. But the third person, it's first person. Well, the third POV is first person. I hope I'm making sense. And then we finally, on chapter 10, we're getting Leviathan's POV. And I want to see, like, is this first person? No, his is third person as well. Who's that person who's in first person? Like, who is that? I don't know. But I don't know. It's kicking up. It's kicking up. But I like the raw honesty, like the brutal honesty here. And it's making me think of like Demon's Dream. Funnily enough, it's making me think of Demon's Dream. Because he like never lied to her. Whether it like upset her or, you know what I mean? Like, whether it was like an ugly truth, like he never lied to Dream. Never lied to her. And Lucifer, it has that type of honesty as well. Like, okay, you're asking, or I'm just offering, even just like being transparent enough to offer the information, like, this is what it is, or this is who I am, or this is what they said, or da 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 da. Like, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you, and you're going to make your own choice. And I love that. I love that in a person, in books and in real life. Like, give me the real truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and let me make that decision of how I want to move about that information. But because I feel like withholding the truth or just giving bits of the truth that are the pretty truth, it's a form of manipulation. Like, you're withholding that for a reason because you want me to believe or to react in a certain way. And if you give me the full truth, then, you know, it's not going to turn out how you want it to turn out. Give me the full truth so that I can make a determining like decision for myself, you know, type of deal. So I like that he's like that. I like that Demon's like that. And like, look, if we need to talk about it, you can talk about it. I'm gonna tell you the truth, we can talk about it. I love that. I love that so much. But yeah, this is a very interesting situation. I am I don't know, maybe like a third of the way through it. I wish I would have came back after I seen what Leviathan has to say, because this is the first that we're seeing of him in his POV. But he apparently has something to do with the book. Like, you know, it says enter Leviathan, and you know, he's got he plays a big role in this. I'm like, dang, what's going on? They're her family. We found out a little bit more about her family and what they're up to, you know, what their situation is. And now I'm wondering, do they know about Galilee? Does Galilee know about Galilee? Because it's seeming like she doesn't know. But I'm like, are you messing with us? Like, I don't know. But I am having such a good time. I'm definitely going to be reading more Akwaeke Emezi. I'm definitely going to be reading more. And I hate that this is like their most recent book, because I want to read more like now. And I know I just saw a couple of books at the library, Barnes and Noble the other day, and I was like, oh, I don't know about these. It seems kind of like deep or whatever. I'll have to like dive into them a little bit more. But like them doing fantasy, I'm into it. They could do some damage with some fantasy. I'm so into it. I'm so into it. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. Oh yeah. Did somebody read this in a book club? I feel like this was in a book club book and I missed it. Was this in Brendy's book club and I missed it? Oh, I'm so mad because I want to talk to someone about it. Oh, I want to talk to someone about this. All right, I'm gonna go, y'all. I'll be back a little bit later. You guys, I finished son of the morning, and this book is incredible. This book is incredible. I am a fan of Akwaeke Emezi. Now, I will say, all right, from the 2 books that I've read from them, very controversial, very uncomfortable subject matter and approach to the story and the literature. Okay, very, very unusual and controversial, heavy on the controversial. So they're not going to be for everybody. They're not going to be for everybody. This book in particular is not going to be for everybody. If you are more conservative, if you are if you're socially conservative, if you are religiously conservative, if you are intimately conservative, there's a lot to but okay, all that said, if you're like, okay, that doesn't bother me, or you know, I am a little bit more flexible in those things, or I could read a book with those things in it and it not like trigger me or upset me or enrage me or anything like that, this is a good time. Okay, this is a good time. Now, it takes place over like a day or 2. Like, it's really short, much like the other book, Little Rot, that took place over like a weekend or maybe a day. Was it 24 hours? It was real short. This one, it might have been like a week because there was a gap when like they were asleep or whatever and they lost some days, whatever. But this is, it happens really quickly, but it's so powerful. It's so powerful. And the way that it ends, I'm like, I was hoping it was a standalone, but the way that it ends, I'm feeling like it's probably gonna be a part of a series. And if it is a part of a series, I immediately, yes. Like, I cannot get enough. I cannot get enough. This is something I would reread. I would reread it, honey. This is such a fun book. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that I like did not wait to read this book. I'm so excited. Like, I'm done with the book, but I'm so excited by like the reading experience. If you want to read this month and you're not in the category of being conservative, like I was talking about at the beginning of this, read this book. Is it on KU? I think it's on KU. It's linked down below. If it's on KU, it's gonna be linked down below regardless. But if it's on KU, it'll be an asterisk before that says that it's on KU. But I think it's on KU. And yeah, it's a good time. It was quick, like it's not too long. I think it's just 300 pages. I think it's 305 pages in here. It is fast paced. The magic is not hard to follow at all. It's mostly like based on power, and it's not a ton of characters. It's not some like far off world and land or anything. It's not confusing. If you're new to fantasy, and again, you're not conservative in the way that I was describing before, if you're new to fantasy, this will rock you. It's gonna rock anybody. But I feel like this might be a decent place to start if you want to fall in love with fantasy, because I'm in love with fantasy at this time. Okay, this time last year, girl, you couldn't pay me to read one of my fantasy books. Now, yes, immediately yes. And this, oh, I'm so excited. I want to talk to someone about it. I wish this was in a book club. And if it wasn't a book club and I missed it, I'm sick that I missed talking about this in a book club. But it's so good, you guys. I think you get the point. I'm in love with it. It was fantastic. I had to put the book down and walk away. I couldn't handle it. It's sexy, girl. It's a fun book. It got some vengeance. It's got like power. power, which is what I love about fantasy books. I love the vengeance aspect of it and everything. I'm really, really in love with it. So I'm gonna stop like gushing. I have started reading Restore Me by J.L. Seegers. Well, you can see it. My camera takes forever to focus, but I started reading Restore Me. I started it yesterday. And I'm on page 134. I'm kind of like in the middle of a chapter, but it's a bit of a turning point, and I'm just like, I wanted to come in and like tell you guys that I'm reading this and give you like my thoughts and feelings so far. So this is my first JL Seegers book, you guys. I've been following her on Instagram for a while because I did intend to read this series for the longest, and I just never like got around to it, but I saw that it is getting traditionally published. So this book came out a couple of weeks ago at the time that I'm filming this, and I picked it up. And then the next 3 books are, I think they're all coming out at the same time, if not like maybe a couple of weeks between each other. But this is part 1. And the next 3 books are all part 2. It's like part 2, part 2.4, part 2.6. And I can't remember the title of them, like Revive Me. I think there are 3 of them are called Revive Me or something like that. Anyways, I started reading this book, girl. And it is a, I guess you can consider it like forbidden romance. Like the female main character, Sloane, is a widow. Her husband, Eric, passed away at the time of the book 4 years ago due to like a drunk driver. His best friend, Dominic, it has always like been mean to her for no reason that she can understand. Like he's just always been like really short to her, really mean to her, not like bullying in any way, but he's just like real snarky like. And she's like, dude, why does this guy hate my guts? Like the whole time, like it's been 12 years, the whole time this guy's been like super mean to her. And we're slowly, it's dual POV. So we see his POV, we see her POV, and it's dual timeline. It's a then and a now timeline. So we kind of see like his thoughts then and now. And as where I am right now, I'm kind of like inferring, okay, like this is why he's been treating her this way or whatever, and like making sense of it. I understand if you've read this. I think like you get it. Like I understand like how and why like he's had to be this way, or why he has been this way towards her or whatever. And it's tough, man. Like he's had a tough upbringing. She's had a tough upbringing with her mom. And speaking of which, her mom, it's not triggering to me when I see moms in books that are like utter witches, but it's just so like I hesitate to say like unfathomable. Like how as a mother could you treat your kids this way? How as a mother could you ever come out of your mouth and say some of these things to your kids? Like it's just, I really can't. I hate to read books where the mom is the unlikable character, where the mom is the antagonist, because I feel like if there's ever a person on the planet who's supposed to have your back 100%, who's supposed to be your biggest cheerleader, who's supposed to be your biggest support system, who's supposed to love you unconditionally, it should be your mom. And for that to be the op in the book, it just upsets me every time. I hate to see the mom be the antagonist in a book. Now I don't know if the mom is the antagonist or there's more I don't know, but right now the mom, what's the girl's name, Sloane, her mom is like clearly the unlikable character so far. Thankfully for me, being a very character like focused reader, the mom isn't like super prominent in the book, so I'm not gonna DNF it because I don't like the mama. I'm gonna read the book. I'm definitely gonna read the series. So far I'm really liking it. I do feel like it is a little wordy. It's fine, it's not taking me out of the story, but I wonder if this series is like one of the author's like earlier works, and you know she's had to fine-tune some of her writing style a little bit, but it's just a little wordy for me right now. I feel like some things have been described and explained multiple times, and like I understand like there's a then and then there's a now and then there's a his side and there's a her side, but like I as a reader don't necessarily feel like I have to like relive that over and over and over again. Like I know what you just wrote 5 pages ago. I don't need you to you know what I mean? Like it's not taking me out of the story at all, but I just feel like it's a little wordy. That's all. I do really like the male main character, even though he's grumpy and broody. Seeing the double sides of him, like the then and the now, and like her perception of him, and then also his explanation for some of the things that he says and does and thinks. Like I like seeing that side of him, of like that broody man. So it's interesting so far. No like romance or anything is popping off right now. They're still kind of just trying to figure out each other, and themselves even at that. So I don't know, I'm really liking it. I also love like the art of the book, like him like grabbing her waist, which is like something that kind of happens in the book a little bit so far anyways. And then there's this like art inside, like that type of embrace is just so pretty to me. Like that's so beautiful and intimate, and like I love, and like the afro. Yeah, I'm really liking it. I am still reading Restore Me, and I've gotten quite a ways into it. Like I literally don't even want to blink. I'm so into the story. I'm on page 205, and Dominic is impossible. He's impossibly attuned to Sloane, and like, but I get it, like considering how they've gotten to where they are now, and like I was saying before, like what he's had to do, what he's had to tell himself, what he's had to, you know, endure this whole time, and you know what he's been battling with this whole time. Like he knows her. And it is something like so beautiful, especially from like a grumpy grump like him. I don't know if he's actually grumpy, or he's just grumpy to her, or he was grumpy to her, you know. But like I think it's something, you know, like if there's a man who's like normally like really quiet, and you know like he only like softens for her, or like he only opens up to her, or like he's quiet because he's observing her, like, and not in like a crazy stalker way. Like I just think that's so like that just warms my little heart. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. And like I know a lot of times like women just want that, like that soft life, and like being able to turn their brain off, and like doing that around a man who is not only like a protector and a provider, but like he knows your thoughts. Okay, he can read your face. He can read your temperature, like everything about you. Like he knows you, and he's going to protect you, and he's going to make sure that you're safe. Like that is just, he is so lovely. He's a little unhinged, but I understand that as well. I understand Dominic so good, and like I really like this guy. I really like this guy. Like, and there's a part in the story that like Dominic knows that we know that, but Sloane doesn't know, and I'm just like I'm waiting for her to know this piece. And like I think I could see myself like crying about it, like crying my little eyeballs out about it, because honestly, if this a romance book being over 550 pages and I don't cry about it, like
I'm gonna cry about it. Like, I already know it. But yeah, you guys, I'm super, super enjoying it.
Forgive my appearance right now. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I came down with a little bit of a sniffle yesterday, so I have been right here in this chair all day finishing Restore Me. Yes, I finished this yesterday. I ended on like page 220 or something like that, and I read the rest of this book. I read maybe this much today in this chair all day. But yeah, I finished the book and I thoroughly enjoyed it. For some reason, like, I knew I would enjoy it. I just knew, right? It is the type of romance that I really, really love. This one, I cried a little bit, just for like, not necessarily what was going on in the book. It could have made me cry on another day, but the reason why I cried was just, I was having like a gratitude and appreciation for the art of writing in literature and, you know, romance novels. Like, I was having like an overarching response to the reading experience, not necessarily the story. I was thinking like how the author J.L. Seegers was writing the internal thoughts and the internal monologues and the feelings and like the depth of the character, and like I could see how she was meaning to express the feelings and the rawness and the humanity that is the characters and what they were feeling, what they were struggling with. And like, I could tell that she was meaning to connect with someone in that way, and like to strip back and to be so raw and to be so vulnerable in your writing, to transfer that to the character with my imagination is saying, with the sole purpose of connecting with readers and getting them to feel something. Like, that's just beautiful to me. So it wasn't necessarily what was happening in the book. I just had like a appreciation for writing and storytelling and the intention of sharing that in romance books at the time. So, but anyways, the story. Sloane and Dominic. I don't know anyone who has really like gone through what they've gone through. It says on the back of the book, it's not a spoiler, but Sloane is a widow. Her husband passed away due to getting hit by a drunk driver, and Dominic, the male main character, is her late husband's best friend, who's always been like kind of mean to Sloane. And I talked about that a little bit at the beginning, or when I started reading the book. And that's not something that I personally like related to. But what I will say, as far as like seeing the characters go through what they were going through, like for Sloane, I can understand like grief. You know, I can understand guilt. I can understand like battling, you know, what your heart and maybe even like what your body needs, and alongside like what you feel like you deserve, or what you feel like you don't deserve, or how you should be grieving, or how fast or how slow, or what that should look like for you. I can understand that for her, and clinging on to like whatever pieces of whatever you're grieving, clinging on to that in times of need, and like hoping that somebody understands that and respects that. And then for Dominic, I understand, I don't necessarily say that I understand. I mean, I get it. I'm having a hard time like explaining my thoughts without like spoiling anything for Dominic's side. But I will say I like his character a lot. I found myself liking Dominic's character looking forward to seeing Dominic's point of view more than I look forward to reading Sloane's point of view, more than I looked forward to seeing his growth and his development and listening to his thoughts more than I looked forward to listening to Sloane's. And I like Sloane. Like, it's not like she was irritating or annoying or anything. She was none of those things. But I really seem to connect with Dominic. And I love a beautifully flawed character, and I feel like that was him, like 100% all the way through. Now, a critique that I have for the book, and I mentioned this also earlier, is that it is very wordy. It is very wordy. Not like the sentences are wordy or it's floral, but I feel like we're just experiencing things over and over. Like, the writing sometimes seemed to be a little bit repetitive. The book was real spicy. Okay, the quantity of spice, the quality of spice, it was cool. But after a while, I was like, okay, like, there's so many scenes. There are so many scenes, and like, I get it, you know, like, there's a time and a place for that in a romance book specifically, of course, but like, in a book this long, like, enough. Okay, enough. I get it. And by like the last couple of scenes, girl, I promise you I skipped them whole pages. Because I get it. I get it. You get it. They get it. We get it. I get it. So yeah, it was just, from that, it seemed to be a little bit repetitive. It wasn't necessarily, for me, getting like more intense or more spicy necessarily. There was some tension. I'm not gonna hold you. There was some tension in the beginning of the book. So that was kind of fun to read. But again, after a certain point, I'm like, okay, like, just move it along. But no, yes, I very much enjoyed this book, and I'm looking forward to the other ones coming out. I want to say they're coming out in March. I could be wrong, but I feel like they're coming out in March, or at least the next one. Oops, the next one book is coming out in March, so I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, you guys, I'm sorry I didn't get so much like footage of me reading this one, if any, because like I said, I was gross looking and sounding and everything today. So hopefully you'll just appreciate my in-depth feedback on the book there. But I did very much enjoy the reading experience, and it was cozy enough for me to like literally sit here all day long and read it. So it wasn't slow or anything. It was just a little bit wordy. I liked the characters. I liked the ending. Like, there was a couple of pieces of conflict that I was like, okay, like, whatever. It was a decent book. It was a decent book. I very much liked it. It was more than decent. I liked it, and I'm looking forward to reading more from the story. But I wouldn't read the next part like immediately because it was really long. But anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video of me reading, what I read, some fantasy, some spicy fantasy, girl. And then I guess this is spicy romance. And I guess it could be like assumed from the cover, you know, it seems very sensual, and I will give it that. It's very sensual. I didn't necessarily intend to like have that theme, but you know, here we are. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and or a hype, whichever you like. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so before moving on. Other than that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.